Paul does one half of my entire loft qualify as a pile. Depends how big your loft is, Stephen. If you have a big loft, then yes. Right. Tonka the Goat Tonka with best setup in 40k and hobby. Drop it like it's hot. True. Doom? Like a Doom cereal? Sure. Funko Pops, I think the done thing when you see a Funko Pop is you scream like, but I really don't care that much. I do feel like you have a lot of stuff on your desk, right? It's just very cluttered. I feel like you need shelves. I think what you need to invest in is shelves. Get some shelves. That's my judgment to you. Elo G Mudbone. Very neat, very clean. We like this. And a separate desk with a flag I don't recognize. That's a choice of art, sure. Stuff hung up on these peg walls, always very nice. Good paint storage system. How come your mum lets you have two? I guess you have two people working in this area because you got two lights. These lights are really cool. I need to get myself something similar to this. I need to get myself a lot of stuff. I need to do a lot of things, and I'm not doing any of them because... Very nicely painted as well. Really nicely painted. Look at the shine on these gems. Very nice. Very classic but clean Death Guard. Sassy Nurgling. Ooh, here we go. Now we've got all your stuff. Let's have a look. I guess these are magic cards of some description. Yeah, magic playmats. Magic. The amount of money... I mean, you got the Champions of Slanesh, right? So that's very new. That is a lot of money already. This has got a lot of money. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look over here. They don't look unopened. There's no wrapper on them. Oh, and they're here, I think. These are just the boxes. It looks like they are already built. I'm not seeing any... Oh! Never mind. I see one. You little shit. That's an unopened box right there. That's the most shameful. Boo. Boo this person. I feel like you're never opening these curtains. I feel like those curtains are never open because how the hell do you reach them? I guess you just decided, natural light. That's for suckers. You have 16 unopened boxes. That's too many. Oh, just go and open them all. And then at least they're open. That's step one. Eric. This is my hobby space, workspace, and gaming station all in one. I keep my paints and hobby stuff in a drawer, my painted models on the desk, and the unpainted stuff, I had the genius idea of tucking it away in a lower drawer. So you've got some real bad times painting. These got it all over your hand. You just decided to slap the wall. That's fine. These are all the painted ones. Lots of Tyranids painted, which is very nice. This palette has seen better days. There's the paints in the drawer with a toothbrush. Interesting. Here's the paint drawer. Be careful with these. You got two knives here, two scalpels that are just completely uncovered. I would put them elsewhere. Safety first, please. And then this is the unpainted stuff in the bottom drawer. So yeah, there's not actually that much unpainted, which is fine. I stabbed myself with those twice in the same spot. After the first time, you should have moved them. Move them. Good lord. Scooter, my pile of shame is actually split. It's actually 3 split up across the workroom. A total of 30 Gundams, 3 Star Wars kits, Necrons, Tau, and Skaven. In the ATAT box, a weird crab walker, a model of a card differential, an unbuilt Optimus Prime, a box of Qua, a box of random Orc 3D prints I bought $10, and Trench Crusade minis from the pre-orders, and Cash Project Terminators. And apparently you paint in a dark room because you also develop big photos for your private investigator gig. Why is it so red in here? Yeah, so there's the differential. Unopened. Copy paper. A fork. This looks like it might be a pan of some description. Why is it so red? What's going on? It's so weird. I don't get it. Is it just like why is there a plant on... What is going on here? Why is there a plant on the floor? Why are they on the floor but the stuffed toys in the sky? And you've got there's a lot going on in this room. There's Yeah, I guess. The window is open and it's still just... Yeah, is that like the natural... How do we not... No, hang on. I think this might be been edited because you kind of... Has this been edited? To block the view to outside, I wonder. I don't know. Point and click adventure looking ass room. Yeah, it's so red. A big drill shot. Was that a drill or is that a... That's a drill, isn't it? This is looking a little bit serial killery now that I look at it more. This is definitely more of just clearly a workshop for more than just Warhammer. With all the vices and files and saws and stuff. Scary animals. The red's gone. It's actually nicely coloured now. It looks a lot less serial killery when not bathed in blood red. Puppets. This pile is split between my girlfriend and I. The cabinet top is work in progress. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. This is what we've been missing. It's the nearly full cupboard of boxes. I see some unopened. I see lots unopened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8 I can confirm are unopened. Good God. I know this is split between 2 people, but still. That's a lot of Necrons that need to be built. Completed stuff in here. There is a lot completed, to be fair. You got the Void Dragon. So there's a lot of Necrons to complete, and here's what's been worked on. It's at least relatively neat. It's all put away, and it's in one place. But that is a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Phase Leatherface. My setup is pretty basic, but I try my best to make some good work. This is how it started, and now 7 months later. So how it started, because I guess this is where you're going to spray. So you put the sheets up here so you don't spray on the wall. Makes sense. Cloth down, although I'd be careful of sticking your legs in here and pulling this entire thing off. So you got the boxes lined up, ready to go. A Helldrake, you pour some of it. I feel like this lamp is doing nothing. Oh, another thing has arrived. So all the stuff has been built, apart from the Helldrake, which also gave up. A Great and Clean one appeared, but a lot of this stuff has been painted as well, which is nice. Hang on, I want to check something. check something. Clearly what happened was something happened where this kept falling down because suddenly it's a lot more reinforced. Clearly putting together this Helldrake is not going well if you need a fucking Dremel. Something's gone real fucking wrong. Connor King 97. A Votan player, I see. 3 honky tonks. Oh, and a Custodes player. A single bit of paint. 2 unopened boxes. Disgusting. You disgust me. Oh, hang on. Whoa, we missed all this down here. Bro. That's a lot of unopened stuff. Oh, we're not done. That's a lot of AdMech. Not AdMech. Imperial Guard. Astra Militarum. Then you got Magnus the Red and the Comic Crossover and the old Araman and a Border Patrol. Basically an entire Thousand Sons army right here. Oh, it's a lot. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh my god, look at all these Necrons, all this chaos. I'm seeing very little painted. There's a couple of things base painted. Look, there's like loads of Dreadnoughts down there. Are we gonna get to see them as well? Oh, good lord. There's bags of what I assume is screws, maybe? Nice pants, by the way. Thanks for putting your pants right there. Really appreciate that one. Just your dirty laundry all over the floor. You can see it under your bed as well. Pick this up. Absolute shame. All of these are just open, like, dumb bot. That's so... I don't see anything better. There's one guy painted. That is the one guy I've seen that's been fully painted. That towel down there as well. It is. I haven't seen the towel. Was there a towel on this shelf? Not that I could see. There's a lot of models that are unpainted. Good luck with that. Ari Mac. Oh, wow. I mean, that's a lot of pop. I don't get them. Okay, so I get that they're collectible, but they're like everything, and they look... Yeah, I've got a couple for I've had as gifts. I've not bought one myself. But also, people keep them in the boxes. Why? You've got the... It's gone away. Madcase 2 over tabletopstronghold.com. Go to tabletopstronghold.com to get yourself a Madcase 2. Oh, you got one right there. Wow, that was a fucking pathetic ad read past Paul. You didn't even try to mention that Tabletop Stronghold, mini cases and terrain, but a strong MDF, and the Madcase 2.0 has adjustable trays that can allow minis of any size to fit very comfortably and securely. You didn't even try to talk about how people can get 25% off using code Paul25 or the free shipping to the USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and most of the EU. But worst of all, even worse than not being more clear and telling people to go to tabletopstronghold.com or telling everyone that the link is in the description, is that you didn't even give the people what they want. No one's actually listening to these ads for the information. They're only here because they're addicted, like me, to magnets. And you can help sate that addiction by going to tabletopstronghold.com. Variety of lightsabers in your Star Wars zone. There's a bit of Spoderman up there as well. And you also play Magic the Gathering, obviously. Because why have one expensive hobby when you have 2? Unopened boxes. Disgust. It's like Dark Angels. There. I mean, it's neat at least. It's relatively neat. But yeah, if you get rid of all this, you're going to feel a lot better because... I don't know. J. Dante VWD. A full 360 of my main hobby space. My printers are downstairs. Tons of half-painted minis and sprues and boxes alongside my 5 roommates. You need to dust, my dude. How can you look at these monitors and not be annoyed every time because the dust is encroaching up with the monitor? My God, you don't even use the monitor. You just plug your phone in and just use that. Oh, the mouse as well. Oh, okay, it makes sense now because you have one of these. Not to give into the stereotype, but owning one of these big titty anime drink cups and this disaster, they just go hand in hand. Oh, like look under here. There is what looks like a bin full of empty cans which can be thrown out.
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
This is a health hazard. Please dust. Or at least clean the monitors so you can see what you're doing. Have to use phone because turning on anything else is fire hazard from the dust. True. You got a plant at least. Plant and natural light. That's always good. Urinary hairball control. All right, so you got a cat somewhere. For the sake of your cat, clean up. The dust is harrowing. Like, it's not even that dusty over here. That's the thing. This doesn't look like it. That's not a cat. Oh my God, there's so many boxes of like cat food under her. If you do have a cat, probably move them so the cat doesn't decide to try and bite it. I do like the, to be fair, the glow on this Necron is really cool. I'm trying to find the positives. So do you have a cat? Because I feel like you have a variety of animals. Wait, you said you had 5 roommates, so I see. I can't tell if that's a bird or is that a thing. That's a bird. That's a bird. That's a bird. So do you have 5 birds? So what are these for? Snake water. So you have a snake. Oh, in fact, I can see the snake. I'm blind. There's a massive snake here. There he is. Look, snake. Oh, you can't see it. Snake. So as far as I can tell, you don't have a cat, potentially, but you have several birds and a snake. For their sake, just because, I don't know, feels bad. A cup of tea or coffee emoji. That's the name of this person. My setup and collection of shame. That is a cool carpet. I want that. That's awesome. Fucking Sonic-ass carpet. Okay, We're going to look. This is the weirdest display cabinet I've ever seen. Because it's big titty anime, fine. Gundam, fine. Shoes? I do feel like this carpet is a bit of a pain in the ass. If you wheel your chair and clip just like over one of these edges, like on Shadow's hand or something, you're going to be like, it's going to be annoying. More anime figure, but then lots of Gundam. These could be unbuilt. You're watching me. It's neat, though. I like the shelving. It is neat and clean. You got an actual vent out the window. You got big titty, thick thigh anime. You got Sonic. You got a window. I mean, what else does a growing nerd need? I don't know. That's everything anyone needs. Would you consider getting into heresy? I know you probably mean like 30k Horus heresy, but I just like the idea of going, hey streamer, do you want to do a bit of heresy? Do you want to get into some heresy? Would you consider some heresy? Sparky Sparkler. My setup is significantly cleaner than it would normally be due to me packing up things for moving and long-term storage. There are no unbuilt models, but there are many unpainted models, as can probably be seen. There is an anime girl in your computer. You need to also remember when you're dusting, dust goes down. Storage. Oh yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Loads of orcs. Emperor's Children. That's a model choice right there. What do you do with Magnus and a bloody Lord of Change haphazard in a drawer like this? Come on, show some respect. And like a knight as well. Come on, have some pride in your work. Centurions, magnets on the bases. I'll just hold this one though. That one guy gets to be based. Kalos, got my setup looking somewhat... Oh, excuse me. Got my setup... Let me try that again. Got my setup looking somewhat respectable now with a new PC. Didn't want to unpack and repack the pile for pictures. That's fine. Ooh, very nice. Rayman and Spyro PlayStation discs stuck to the wall is a choice. I don't know. I don't like it. Unless they're like completely unusable. I feel like you should put that in a frame, at least. Classic Game Boy, though. We love to see it. Gundam, some books, Terry Pratchett, Alex Rider book. God, that takes me back to my youth. There's a lot of Alex Rider books. Jesus Christ, I don't remember. I remember up to like... Scorpia, I think. I don't remember Skeleton Key. That's one with the shark on it. It's when I was a kid, I had a shark on it. Have you seen the new Alex Rider TV show? No, I've not. I've not done any sort of like... In fact, I'm going to Google that. What was it called? Scorpio? Alex Rider Scorpia. When did this book... This book came out in 2004. I think that's probably the last one I did. So I'd have been 13 when I read that. I didn't read any since. So that's how long ago I was into Alex Rider. Are you using this glass of paint water? Because that's diabolical. That is a recipe for disaster. Surely not. Ah, the pile, finally. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas with 1, 2, 3 unopened boxes. That feels like a big box of Polaris intercessors, right? Am I mad? I'd have figured intercessors coming... Yeah, assault intercessors. Why is this such a big box? This feels like the box is too big. Budgies. Here is my shame. I guess I need to start working on it sooner than later. 40k AOS. Every new kill team plus Legions Imperialis. Just a reminder, there's lots of dust in this room, and dust is primarily dead skin and white poop. Thanks for that. The paint storage. Very good. Unopened box. 2 repulsors. Hammerfall bunker. Centurions unopened. Heresy 0 out of 10. You disgust me. Unopened Centurions is a crime. Because I don't see any open Centurions. I say unopened Centurions is a crime. I have a box of unopened Centurions. But I'm different. Yeah, that's Why do you have 3 copies of Leviathan? What? And another Void Dragon. 3 Leviathans, Jeremy.
4 none, Jeremy. 4? That's insane.
Where's this keyboard going? Yeah, I see the computer is there. Oh, there's a monitor here. It's just in the corner. There is a monitor. I was so confused. There's a phone here. I was like, have you connected a keyboard to the phone? That'd be interesting. Halve 264. Small pile of shame. Just a single dreadnought to build and models to paint. Great Wall of Covenants to stop my friend Mike picking me up. Right. There's an entire ass keyboard. When we say like people move their keyboard back, they move their keyboard back under their monitor so they have a space to paint at their desk. This is not the kind of keyboard we meant. A lot of unopened cans. They can go in the fridge or something, right? Surely. This bin needs emptying. Empty this bin. Yo, Hagen. I got a bit of a mess in my setup. No completely painted army to be seen between my Necrons, Dark Angels, Death Watch, Guard, and Imperial agents. Got some cities. Everything else is at least fully built. Right, where do we start? There's a few just bits on the floor. There's a lot of stuff just kind of overhanging slightly on the desk. Burger King, I assume that's either empty or flat, or he's gone. An old Pampers box filled with stuff. Books as well. There's books on the desk. Okay. This can of Pepsi, that can go. That has to be able to go. Like that has to get rid of it. Captain America would not want you having that Pepsi there. Yeah, there's just like bits on the floor. Like, oh, there's sprues everywhere. Like loose sprues really, I don't know, it doesn't kind of bothers me, but it's like, this is really neat actually. This divide here, really neat. Very nice. But yeah, there's just stuff. Like all the just loose sprues. That's the one thing I don't do. Is just even when I'm building something, I'm halfway through it. The sprues, when I'm done for the day, I put the sprues back in the box. How many Star Wars books are there? Good lord. That's so many Star Wars books. There are at least that many Star Wars books. Yes, thank you, Razul. I guess you're not wrong. Tanks on tanks on tanks. I don't see any Centurions. And you see in the mirror, the Pepsi again. It's there. Morado. This picture is breaking my brain because obviously it's like a 180 picture. Panoramic 180, whatever it is. There's so much to parse in this picture. Adventure. A separate monitor for your painting desk makes a lot of sense. I like that. A fursuit? Fair enough. I'm going to guess that you are probably in tech because you are into Warhammer. You have what looks like a fairly nice, not cheap stuff, and you're a furry. So I'm assuming that means that you are in the tech industry. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a furry. There's no need to be like, furry. It's fine. Don't worry about it. People can be furries in our Lord of Emperor 2025. You're playing satisfactory. You're definitely in tech. You have a gun. I'm discovering stuff about this room more and more as I look at it. Like I didn't notice the gun in the previous one because it wasn't there. Where was the gun? Where's the giant, Mansley? Oh, man, this is a spot the difference. Is there a shark in the other one? Yeah, there is. Okay, this hasn't really changed. A lot of stuff over here has changed. There's still a basketball down there. I'm gonna future Paul, when you come to edit this, please can you put these two pictures side by side and like do a spot the difference because it's tricky for me to do it now. There's two guns. There's a shotgun as well. Three guns. No, that's a stick. That's not a shot. That's not a gun. That's a stick. No, there's another gun. Yeah, all those people in chat talking about like, you know, boo furries. This guy's packing, and I'm not talking about the way that you might think a furry might be packing. They're loaded, and with money, yes, but also they're strapped. Oh god. Everything you say to say that someone's got a lot of guns is the same as something else. They could be airsoft or something. Oh, this might be an airsoft gun. This looks like a kind of real gun, but I don't know. Either way, they have guns. I'm not used to guns. I don't have guns around me that often, if ever, really. I do like the classic calculator. Is that shark head got speakers in it? That shark? No, it's like a wolf or something. It looked like a shark from far away, but it's got ears. And as far as I know, sharks don't have like big pointy ears. And just a variety of shiny rocks that you need to get out and dust there. Come on now. As a furry, you literally have dusters on your hands. Like you can dust around here. Come on now. You have dusters for hands. You can see where you've had a model before. You can see where this has been. God himself. Figured my bucket transport system might fit in here. I like how the bucket is shiny. So you see the reflection of your just absolute abhorrentness. You just got bits of sprue in here. Like, what is this? Poor Dante. I don't know if he wants to die, but... Is that Dante's thing? I think I've heard that as a joke. Good lord. Sort it out. Just sort it out. Do you like my bucket? The bucket itself seems pretty good. It's got, you know, it's got like a lip for pouring. It seems quite shiny. The contents of the bucket do disturb me. Pogski. It's dust on the monitor that bothers me. If I had dust on my monitors, I notice it. I clean my monitors. Roasted hot green peas. Not a lot else to go. Why 2 spoons? First of all, there's just like the bowl there is, you know, whatever. Like you go put it in the kitchen or go wash it up, whatever. Why 2 spoons? What were you eating with 2 spoons? That confuses me more than anything else. Cheese demon. Not too terribly bad. I mean, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Gundams and a Contempt Dreadnought. Nice ears on your chair. Whoa. You tried to get away with this. Look at this. Is that Mountain Dew on the floor? Oh, you tried to get away with that. You tried to sneak that one. Lord Shax. I'm gonna just leave this here. This is part 1. Those are very lonely. What is going on there? How is that? Oh, there's a shelf here. And then this is a thing. Okay. I was like, how is this holding up all these books? But it's not. Oh, you poor thing. You bought Anthem. Quite a lot of stuff. These are unopened. There's just a random base on the floor over here as well. Also, Terminators unopened. Clean this up. Oh, what happened here? What did happen here? Pants as well. Come on. That's a second pair of pants. Have some decorum when posting a pile of shame. The Zeremia. My setup. This is either a interrogation table or you normally don't have this here. Normally you have like a blueprint of a bank and you do your bank robbery planning in here. I feel like doing your painting surrounded by hoodies is a choice. This is another one that's a little bit like, it's so dark over here. What's going on? Very ominous, that one. Siphius the Sniper, my display. Just bisexual lighting on it. I like how you've got your Tyrians versus Space Marines here and then above your variety of perfumes and or your aftershave. This one's got the RGB lighting. This is the gamer version. They look cool, but there's not a lot going on, and also it's just very bright lights. Jeggles. Shame has grown since last. We got a shelf of a variety of things. It's got some books. We've got a picture of some anime. Very nice. Anime. And then 6. I get it. I do get it. because it's a really good box. But 6? I feel like 6 is a lot because that's max incubi. 30 incubi, 60 Cabalite warriors. I don't think you need 60 Cabalite warriors at any point. 6 archons is the main thing, and then you've got 12 boats. So you can make 3 of them ravagers, and you got 9 raiders. That's a lot. Eldari, you got a lot of unopened Eldari down here as well. Like, these are new models. At least these are all open. That's all I can say about that. I think you said you were working on it. Oh yes, we saw this before. This was the really neat one. To be fair, this is still really neat, although there is a remote on the floor. Disgusting. But you didn't show us the shelf behind you last time, so I feel like we were lied to. That one Belgian redacted, slowly clean up the mess. Thank you for pointing at the floor. That's very kind of you. We now understand the floor is there. This is where the floor is. I see this down here. There is a lot of boxes down there. And then here is the unpointed floor, so we don't know where the floor is, unfortunately. I think it's around here somewhere, but I don't know. Maple paints. This is what is unbuilt. Oh, that's a lot of unbuilt, because that's like a Dark Angel's full box. So that's unbuilt. Full World East Combat Patrol and Angron. Caesar and Mortarion, and the big machines from Tau, and the Triumph of St. Catherine, and some Mangler Squigs. All unbuilt. That is a lot. Normal workplace for Mesa Dragons. No, hang on. What the? Hang on. This is the floor. All your paint's knocked over. I'm so confused. All right, some nice stuff over here. Like painted and stuff. Do you paint on this, but just have a floor just of stuff? What is going on? That's like the old, that's like 2nd edition. King Cam. Oh, good lord. What is going on here? Where do you sit? Where does the chair go? Is this a... What? What? You got paint up here on like a drawer. But this is a box here with a Minecraft poster on it and then a rug type thing. Hellblasters. You need to sort this out. This needs sorting out. I can't parse this. There's too much. The Silent King is somewhere. There's his stuff. Where is the Silent King? Silent King's been real quiet since... Always, because he's the Silent King. Where is he? The Dalek over there as well. That's the Silent King, right? Where's his seat? Basically, I have a wheelie chair. Sure, you have a wheelie chair, but where is it wheeling to? Like, it stops here, way away from the desk. K-Lab 2021. Caleb, that makes sense. Hobbywork area and shelf of positivity. Oh, that's a big light. Proper light for filming. It's a bit messy. There's some stuff you could definitely, like, sort out. This bin needs taken out. That needs dusting. Oh, my God, that needs dusting. It's also knocked over. Is it sideways? I can't quite tell. It looks like it might be sideways. Either way, it needs dusting. That's the main thing, especially on carpet like that. I can't even parse this name. Corubris? Horribrous? It's in a weird font. It's very vertical. Very vertical. I've opened the boxes, then got them stacked on top of each other. There's like stuff sticking out here. There's like 2 Pokemon cards down here as well. It's because you've obviously taken a vertical photo of like half the desk, but it's so vertical. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's Angron. What is this? That Magnus? That's part of Magnus. That's Magnus and then his wings separate. And this is just precarious. That's all I can say about this. And you've got a very vertical space. That's the main thing. Lots of verticality. Bioraptor. My odd corner room setup, mostly guard with a few randoms. Also, none of the shelves are level. Why are none of the shelves level? Why? Just explain. If you know they're not level, why are they still not level? It just feels like a problem. Mogus. Be gay, do crime. That, you know what? I agree. All right, you got some unopened stuff down here. I see that. There's also just a pencil down here. You should pick this pencil up. If this pencil is... If you're either in the stream right now or you're watching the VOD and this pencil is still on the floor, pick it up right now. If you have already picked it up, chuck it on the floor again and pick it up again just so I can feel like I've done something. Mr. French, ended up buying a display case to hide models from my 2 cats. Over the year of having them, they have destroyed over $500 worth of models, including stuff I don't own. Wow. Cats are Cinder and Ember. I feel like if they're knocking stuff over, having the paints on there is a bad idea. Nice paint storage over here. Oh, that's a lot. That's unopened there. A lot of unopened piece of chaos. Oof. Hang on. Whoa. Hey, whoa. Hang on. You've named the cats, but I see no cats. I'm very upset. Oh, my God. I've scrolled down. We have Ember and Cinder. Oh, I thought there were going to be no pictures. Squawky, unpainted nids. Was this a photo for ants? What is this? Panch O Vanilla. My hobby setup. On a side note, I'm in the military, so this is my barrack setup too. Wow. They're in the military, so of course they play guard. That's all a thing. And this is your work stuff. Oh, I like the big glow on that. That's cool. Even more guard and orcs. And then just some sprues. It was going so well, and then suddenly it's always the ones that look nice. You got a lot of stuff, and they're just slap you in the head with many, many boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90 Cadian shock troopers. 90. Nobody needs that many. Thanks for watching. If you now feel better about the state of your room or your spending habits, you must like, comment, and subscribe. And if you think you have too much money, you should become a member or patron like all of these savvy investors to help secure the future of this channel. Your support, as always, means the world to me and gets you access to the super secret supporters club, which normally has something funny, but it's late on a Friday. I'm not feeling well, and I want this video to be done with, so I'm going to play more Mario Kart. Subscribe!